track reviews.
Hey, hi, and hello, everyone. Anthony Fantano here, internet's busiest music nerd, and we may have found the best diss track of 2025, and it's come from a pretty unlikely place, although maybe not so much. Listen, I'm going to start off this video by saying I apologize. This is the first time on this channel that I am speaking of RXK Nephew, an insanely prolific rap artist that has been taking the internet by storm, the underground anyway, over the last several years. And the guy has just been building up an insane body of work since about 2020, albums, mixtapes, EPs, singles. The guy is just constantly dropping stuff. And, you know, while there is most definitely a quantity over quality dynamic going on here, you can't really deny that the guy has an attention-grabbing style with these sort of very loose, offbeat, nearly spoken flows with which he displays an absolutely insane sense of humor. Now, with a rap artist this active, eventually the guy's going to drop a diss track just by virtue of releasing so much material in a very short period of time. I think that's just going to happen. But the target is kind of unlikely. Congressman John Fetterman, somebody who maybe everyone watching the channel isn't 100% aware of. But let me get straight into the point and just say the guy is an absolute troglodyte, and don't let the D next to his name fool you if you do happen to lean Democratic when you're voting. Despite the fact when he was originally running for this office, he was like really kind of pitching himself as a progressive, but he has since entirely given up all such labels and is just sort of like pretending like he never did, essentially gaslighting his voters while simultaneously just being like a lapdog for Israel. You know, it's weird because it's not like he's the only congressperson out here like taking AIPAC money. There are certainly many others, but when you look at this man's social media feed, he is just absolutely obsessed with this topic and is just going harder than anyone else in elected office. There are bloodthirsty Republicans and right-wingers on social media who look at this guy and are like, he's going a little crazy. Because seemingly he has no qualms with making his entire agenda about the interests of an entirely different country. But anyway, out of the blue, John Fetterman is getting dissed by RXK Nephew. And the rhymes he writes on this track, just simply titled John Fetterman, maybe is inspired by or somehow connected to this Twitter thread where a bunch of users, including Felix
Biederman
of Chapo Trap House fame, are all sort of like writing bars about an imaginary RXK Nephew John Fetterman diss track, like how he would write a song about John Fetterman based on his trademark lyrical style. And there's a lot of funny bars in there.
Now, if you've listened to the show recently, you know, first time or long time, if you listen to Chapo, you know two things about Felix and I, that we are fans of both John Fetterman and RXK Nephew.
The two men bringing back hip hop.
We've said Fetterman, Slitherman many times on this show, and listeners of the show reached out to RXK Nephew. They inquired to Mr. Nephew, how much would it cost to do a song about John Fetterman? RXK responded, $500. I have my engineer with me right now. Listeners, friends, I answered the call. I gave RXK Nephew $500. I feel like the modern day Medici family for my sponsorship of the arts. But without further ado, here is RXK Nephew's untitled John Fetterman track that was worth every penny and then some.
Got a bald head, John Fetterman. Walk in, get lit at a Democrat party. Get a bitch pregnant at a Republican party. Call Fetterman, dad got fentanyl on Miley. Who the fuck you think you is? Who the hell you thought you was? Nigga bought a church in Pennsylvania off his family drugs.
Okay, there it is. There we have it. Fun time. You know, I really love that he went with a dance beat on this one. This track's for the club. And yeah, while it is a pretty simple chorus, short verse, and then chorus, the song is still pretty fun for what it is. Taking shots at Fetterman's bald head. Also mentioning him buying a church in Pennsylvania. Has he done that? Is that a thing? Neff is doing some like serious deep diving, going into this guy's past. Of course, had to laugh at the line with him saying that John Fetterman should suck his dick, but actually, no, please don't do that. He's not interested. You know, some people really do say that a lot, you know, really put that line out there with their chest, and it happens so often you really do have to wonder, are they actually interested? I like that Neff specified, you know, that it's not serious, it's jest and jest. Only fans and food stamps. Treat my trap like a boot camp. Bitch random dope, we don't do stamps. Neff Fetterman doing what they can't. But yeah, some funny bars on here, pretty straightforward, silly track. Love that Neff here is keeping it silly and just putting his boot on Fetterman's neck a little bit. And now we are just kind of sitting here waiting for the Fetterman response, which should be here very soon, assuming that this man does not continue to be unfettered. Nice book title, you jackass. But yeah, there you go. Shout out to Neff. Let me know what you guys thought of this track in the comments. I'm sure you will. Over here next to my head, it's another video you can check out. Hit that up or the link to subscribe to the channel. Anthony Fantano, Nephew, forever.